Take me back to when you're growing up, young kid, Saquon's just born. Yeah. Paint the picture for me.
Yeah, so I was born in New York. I was born in the Bronx. Lived there for a short period of my life until I was 5 years old. My mother and father thought it would be a better decision to move out of New York and move to more of a suburban area. That would be Pennsylvania, where I live now. That was a sacrifice that my parents made.
When I think about who you are, I think of the word sacrifice. And I think about what your parents instilled in you. Can you speak a little bit more about that? Because to me, for me just to be able to hear you say that, that's really inspiring. That's how my parents were. My parents sacrificed so much just to give me the opportunity, you know, and I think about that every day, about what my parents did.
Yeah, my parents are my everything. My dad at one point was a functional drug addict. Yep. And was making a lot of wrong decisions in his life. And my mom kind of saved him. My mom kind of gave him the decision, it's either you're coming with me or you're not. So us kind of moving to Pennsylvania and getting away from that area and getting away from that bad environment, I guess you can say, that my father was put in, helped save him. You never know where my father would be, if he would be alive, if he would continue to make the decisions he was making. And then the way that I've learned from my father is the mistakes that he made. And I'm a fool if I follow his footsteps.
Well, I think about, too, is the selflessness that they had, to be able to, even in your dad's tough times, you know, because all of our families have issues. And things weren't always great for me. You know, I grew up where at times where we didn't have much money at all. And it also it still motivates me to this day, you know, for my kids and the people that I affect, that, you know, hopefully they don't have to go through that.
Obviously, what you just said helped shape you. But, you know, how did you get to where you're at right now?
You know what? I think there's a few things. You have to be a self-motivator. When you wake up in the mornings, and how you do early in the morning, I saw you early this morning working out and getting ready to roll and everything else, nobody can make you do that. And then I think ultimately, too, I want to be one of the best to ever play the game. It's one of those things that I think about it every day, and you have to think about it, because I think that having that purpose, you do it better than anybody I've probably ever seen coming out of college, is your humility with your greatness. I mean, you're just a true humble superstar, and just think about that. That motivates you and drives you, and that's the same things that have driven me.